Hi guys, welcome back for another of my gameplay videos. Now I only try and do, I know it sounds obvious, but I only try and do gameplay videos for games that I actually like. Not that I'm suggesting other people don't do that, of course, but sometimes it makes me laugh when you get these ludicrous games that people cover. But then again, I guess we all like different things, so I'm not about to start having a go at people for that. But anyway, this one is Battlefield 1943. It's a download-only title, which I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. But this is for the PlayStation 3. It's also available on the 360, and I don't know for certain, but I'm sure it's probably available for the PC as well. But I know it's definitely available on the consoles. Now, I plumped for the PS3 version when this came out. When was it? I reckon June 2009. I plumped for the PS3 version because back then I was using the PS3 a lot more than I subsequently used the 360. And now it's kind of a role reversal again. I'm kind of using the PS3 more than the 360 these days. So I've been playing this again quite recently, and it's still pretty active. You know, there's a lot of people in the lobbies and what have you. I mean, it's still a relatively new game. You know, a year and a half, whatever. So as you can see, not much of an intro. In fact, none at all. Just the main screen there, and that's it. So this is just really a collection of, you know, bits I've put together of gameplay. Now this is from an island or a map called Wake Island, and I believe there's 3 maps. Well, technically 4. 3 like this, where you can just go around and shoot people and all the usual stuff you'd expect on like a kind of a war game. And there's one other one which was unlockable, and I think the 360 and the PS3 had this kind of like race on, and it was whoever, you know, whichever community finished or got like, you know, 10 million kills or something silly like that. Whichever set of user base, or whichever user base did it first, got to unlock the map first. And typically, you know, it was the Xbox 360. But then I think the following day or the following week or whenever, the PS3 unlockable map became, locked map became unlocked. I got bloody hell, talk about stick my teeth in. But anyway, so that was that. Now that one that was unlocked was just, it's a flight one. All you do in it is you're just in your aeroplane and gunning people down. You're not on foot, you're not in boats, you're not on turret guns or anything like this. It's exclusively like a dogfight in the air. Now planes are notoriously difficult to handle in this game, so I don't really like that map anyway. So it's no big deal. So like I say, anyone who's familiar with Bad Company, obviously the Battlefield games, will be instantly at home with this. It's the same controls, everything's just exactly the same. It's made by the same people, but it's just a little bit scaled down. Graphically, it still looks good. I mean, you've got to remember this is a download title as well. It's not available in the stores. Now, I think from memory it cost me $15, which is kind of pricey, because I don't even believe the price has come down in the year and a half it's been on the PSN network. I'm going to speculate that the 360 one costs the same. But really, when you look at it, I mean, $15, what's that? It's about 10 quid. I mean, really, is it a lot of money? I don't really think it is, if you're going to get quality. My only qualm with this is basically the fact that it's online. And let's say, hypothetically speaking, I wanted to play this game in 10 or 15, 20 years' time. I mean, I've got it installed on my hard drive, I paid for it, but am I going to be able to play for it because... Sorry, am I going to be able to play it because the servers would have been took down, or taken down, I guess, to use proper English, correct English, whatever. So yeah, that's a bit of a concern for me when it comes to modern games that are download only. You know, what's going to happen with this game in the future if I want to play it? Is it just a case of, well, the servers get taken down so you can't play it again? Or, I mean, when it comes to PCs, Macs, servers and all that kind of stuff, I don't really know anything. I know the basics around a computer, but that is about it. Now, I don't know whether it would be possible to just simply set up your own server, and whether that's something that anybody can do, you know, whenever they like. And all you'd need is the actual game, or all the other person would need is the game as well. I don't know how it works. And if that's the case, then that's fine. I guess in that situation, you know, you'd always be able to play the game because all you need is another person to put up a server. But if you can't do that, I don't know. It strikes me as a bit odd that I mean, these games could just literally die out and no one would ever play them again. So I hope that's not the case, and I'd like to think that even just for a blast of nostalgia, that if it was 10, 15 years from now, or even longer, I could just simply just still play it. That would be nice. But anyway, I digress. So I'm just doing my usual thing here, and I've got around with a sniper rifle, just picking people off. I mean, I just love it. You know, it doesn't matter what game I'm playing. You know, when it comes to like a first-person game, anyway, a war game, I always like being the sniper, and I'll always do it unless I've ranked up, and then it does start to get a bit boring. Now, to kind of give you an example, I've gone back lately on the PS3 to Medal of Honor. Which I think is a really good game, but it has some faults as well, without question. But I've gone back to it lately to get some trophies for the online multiplayer section. And I think there's one or two I need. Fire controller is bloody difficult, but I'm trying to get that. But anyway, I think the rest of them I've pretty much got, including leveling up to like the highest tier in a sniper class, I think, or something like that. And now I've done that, so I guess I won't really go back to it and snipe, to be honest with you. I'll probably use all the other classes. But yeah, but I do always like it. It is always my preferred option to be a sniper. Just stay in the trees, in the woods, you know, hidden away and pick people off. Now, I know a lot of people might be watching this, or people maybe who aren't even watching this, don't like snipers because they think they don't contribute enough. But I think they do. You know, if you're good at sniping, then, you know, you really help your team out. You know, if you stay back and you can pick people off, that prevents them from getting to the objective, whether it's like I don't know, a headquarters or whatever it might be. You know, I don't underestimate a sniper as long as they're good. You know, but obviously, invariably, what you find is when you start any new game, whether it's Call of Duty, whether it's Battlefield, Bad Company, whether it's Battlefield 1943, that was pretty funny there. Even though I did take myself out, but I got them out, took them out as well. But what like I say, what you inevitably find is that everybody starts with a sniper rifle, and then it can be a little bit tiresome. You know, you've got like 20 people in a lobby, and let's say 18 of them have a sniper rifle, and it is a bit ridiculous. But you know, freedom of choice, let people do what they want to do. I think some people just get a little bit too hung up about other people. Just concentrate on your own game, and you can also flip it around on its head as well, and think that if people are gonna snipe, then that's good for you if you're not, because you can just run around and just pick them off really easily, just creep up behind them and do the usual stuff. So I don't even know what game mode this is. I think it's just like a capture the flag kind of thing. You know, there's certain sections on the map, and I think it's a case of, oh well, as you can see there on the top, there's like 5 flags. 3 are currently blue, 2 are red. I think I'm blue. I think that's how it always works. You're blue and the enemy's red. So it looks as if we're about to win this game. I guess it's just a case of taking the last flag. I've got to be honest, I know it doesn't sound like I'm a very good team player. I kind of am, but I don't really go for the objectives in any game. I just kind of just concentrate on taking people out. Which, you know, technically I guess is a bit of a nuisance. But, you know, I don't know, that's how I do it. You know, and I guess you, like I say, you need people to compliment you. So if I'm going to be doing that, you need someone else who's going to be going in to capture the flag. If everyone's going in and capturing the flag, then it's probably not going to work because you're all going to get picked off. So you really do need people doing specific jobs. That's how I kind of see it anyway. As I try to defend my sitting at the back of a map with a sniping rifle. But yeah, one of the things I like about this game, as I'm just watching the gameplay here, it's got a lot of weapons in there. You know, you got all your bazookas, your all kinds of guns, your sniper rifles, as I've mentioned, your machine guns, your rifles, bolt action things. The vehicles you can get in, you've got your aeroplanes, or your fighters, which are very difficult to control. I think, oh, well timed. Here I am about to get into one. But I think I completely fail. I think I do get someone, but then within seconds I think do I parachute out or something? I do something stupid. But yeah, you've got your jeeps on there, you've got your tanks, you know, there's all sorts of different stuff on there. Now, the maps are pretty big. I don't know if you can get a sense of the scale of it going over on an aeroplane. It probably doesn't look as big as what it feels, but running from one end to the other does take a lot of time. So here I am, just absolutely doing nothing, nearly going into the water there. And I've not really spent any prolonged amount of time with a plane, but it is fun once you get to grips with it. But if you come across people who, like this person in front of me there, you know, I remember from memory, I think I cut this gameplay pretty short, but he was just too good. And when you're playing against people who are good like that, it just ruins your experience, because within seconds, you know, you're being shot out of the sky like that. So again, here I am, resorting to the old sniper rifle. Can't go wrong with that. And this is pretty much what I do for the rest of the video. What I did at the start of the video and what I did throughout. But I don't really know what else to say about it, guys. Like I said, it's a download-only title. It's for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. It is a really good game. But if you don't like these tactical kind of shooters, you know, because it's not an arcadey game, although it's got elements of an arcade approach to it. But if you don't like this kind of thing, then maybe you want to stay clear. But I just think for the sake of, you know, $10 or $15, whatever it may be, you know, you can't really go wrong. Now, I will say the trophies as well that you get for this game are ridiculously easy. I think there's maybe 15 or 20 altogether. They don't represent much of a challenge. It's just basic stuff like kill a certain amount of people with a tank, get a certain amount of kills with a pistol, with a sniper rifle, a certain amount of headshots, you know, the usual stuff. Nothing too taxing. It will take you time, but it's nothing which you're going to be struggling to get. It's just a case of the more you play it, you will get it. Which I guess you could say about anything. But, you know, there's some trophies on some games which are very, very hard. And you almost have to rely on luck and a complete fluke to get them. But this one's, it's relatively easy. Probably played it for about 30 hours, which isn't bad, really, when you consider I've had it for a year and a half. And I pretty much wrapped up all the trophies within the first week, I reckon. It wasn't that difficult. So yeah, so if you have a bit of an achievement or a trophy seeker, then you might want to get these just for the sake of getting a few more. So that is about it. It's coming up to the last sort of 20 seconds. I wanted to keep it short and simple. You know, it's just a simplistic game. It's download only, so don't expect anything too in-depth. But I do recommend it for such a small fee. So anyway, guys, I'll be back soon with a pickups video, and I've also got a console on its way soon, so whenever that turns up, I'll do a video for that as well. Thanks for watching. See you later.